cracking, everybody? How you doing? Saludos, buenos días. I want to touch on this China Mac thing again. I'm getting a lot of different comments, and I could say the majority of them do not understand what a Chicano is. We got people out here just saying Chicano's this, Chicano's that. Chicano, if you're from a gang or you grew up in a gang, you're Chicano, and that's not true. There's only one definition of a gang, a Chicano. A Chicano is a person that lives in the United States of Mexican descent. That's it. Nothing else. Very simple, very clean cut, no disputing. Today's society, everybody wants to be a Chicano, where before nobody wanted to be a Chicano. But now that it's, I guess, somewhat becoming kind of popular, everybody wants to claim it. We have Chicano rap, which is kind of like an oxymoron, kind of mean. I'm not trying to offend these rappers. It's kind of like an oxymoron to me. Because the majority of these guys that are rapping are not Chicanos. These podcasters are not Chicanos. It's like I said, it's very simple. You gotta have some kind of lineage from your bloodline into Mexico. Now, we have Asians, like one of the Asians right now, he commented and he said, while China Mac was being very respectful, and he told the dudes from Vietnam, maybe you should get a real Chicano in here so you don't disrespect them. Because the dude had a tattoo on his chin and in the way he dressed, and you should get a legit Chicano in here to teach you how to dress. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. Chicano's not a way you dress. There are a lot of Chicanos that are there. Let's look at Mario Lopez, the actor. Nobody would mistake that guy as a gang member, correct? He's a Chicano. We got Chicano Hollywood. He's a Chicano. He don't dress like a gang member. They don't act like gang members. They don't talk like gang members. We have kids in school that are Chicanos that are not from a gang, do not have tattoos, do not dress a certain way. Again, everybody's confusing Cholo culture with Chicano culture. Chicanos are different than Cholos. Cholos are different than lowriders. Mexicans are different than Chicanos. Mexicans are different than Cholos. And that's, everybody's entwining them all, and that's not how it goes, man. That's not how it goes. We should be proud of what we are, okay? I'm proud. I have familia from Mexico, from Sinaloa, Mexico, okay? They're Mexicanos. They are, not me. I've never lived in Mexico. Yes, a lot of it do refer to us as Mexican just because of the color of our skin and our lineage to Mexico. I guess it was easier to say it that way than actually say I'm a Chicano. That's what it is. So, we have all these people assuming that it's the way somebody dressed. Everybody's assuming I'm upset because China Mac was doing a video and they had some Asians dressed like Cholos. I don't care about that. That doesn't matter to me. They like the Cholo stilo, more power to you. But you notice I said Cholo stilo, the Cholo style, the Cholo culture. You're not Chicanos. I'm sorry, it has to do with blood. It has nothing else to do with the way you dress, your gang membership, nothing. That's where a lot of these guys make the mistake. So when I tell them, it's different. It's not, when you can't confuse a Mexicano with a Chicano, and a cholo with the chicano and so on, and a lowrider. They're all different. They're all different. And it's irritating when somebody, oh yeah, that's a chicano, just because he got some baggy ass clothes and wearing sunglasses at night. It bugs me. So it's just, I just want people to, everybody's always crying about being politically correct, especially nowadays. Everything's always cancel culture. You're saying, China Mac's a vulture, culture vulture, and I never said that about the man. I said, I don't got no problem with China Mac. I understand he probably doesn't understand it. He's ignorant about the situation. And I don't think, I'm not saying anything about no vulture culture vulture, nothing. That's not even in my vocabulary. You can see I can't say it. All I'm saying is, if you're going to sit there and talk about a group, at least know which group you're talking about. What they're doing in Vietnam, what China Mac was doing in Vietnam, was showing the Cholo culture. Cholo culture. Cholo and Chicanos are not the same. Chicanos deal with the blood in your veins going back to Mexico. From the United States to Mexico. Not from Mexico to the United States. No. From Mexico to the United States. From United States to Mexico. That's where people can't comprehend it. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so hard for people to understand that. I know people want to say there's something and they're not. Because I grew up in a gang, I'm a Chicano. Chicano has nothing to do with gangs. Chicanos don't belong to the South Side. Chicanos don't belong to any group. Doesn't belong to one state. There's Chicanos in Arizona. There's Chicanos in all across the United States. Some people refuse to use that word, Chicano, more in the East Coast that don't like to use that word. And that's fine. They don't have to. They can come up with their own word. That's fine. But as far as I shouldn't be ridiculed or disrespected because I'm trying to explain to people what a Chicano is. It has nothing to do with your clothes, has nothing to do with the mustache, the brocha, has nothing to do with that shit. That's the only time. Chicanos and cholos are not the same thing. Yes, the Chicano rap, they got that out right there. That's another, like I want to say, oxymoron. Because it has nothing to do with, that music has nothing to do with Chicano. That's Cholo music. It has nothing to do with Chicanos. And the people that are pushing the narrative are people that really just don't understand it. They're ignorant of the fact. Have a blessed one, you guys.